In the heart of the desert, one man dares to uncover the secret of 40 thieves.
Walked a poor woodcutter named Ali Baba. Each day he journeyed into the wilderness with his donkey, gathering firewood to sell in the markets of the town. His clothes were simple, his life meager, yet his heart remained humble. On this evening, as the wind whispered across the sand and the sun burned low, destiny began to stir, leading him toward a secret that would change his life forever. As Ali Baba paused to rest among towering rocks, the stillness of the desert was broken by the thunder of hooves. From his hiding place, he beheld a fearsome sight. 40 thieves upon horseback, their leader marked by a cruel scar upon his face. They dismounted before a great stone wall, and with a commanding voice the chief cried, "Open, Sesame!" revealing a cave glittering with hidden riches. One by one, the thieves vanished into the darkness. Soon the riders were gone, leaving only silence and shifting sand. Trembling with wonder, Ali Baba crept forward. Summoning courage, he repeated the words he had heard, "Open, Sesame!" At once, the rocks parted, and golden light spilled forth. Inside lay mountains of coins, shimmering jewels and silks richer than kings could dream. His heart raced, but he remembered his poverty and the hunger of his family. Taking only a small measure of gold, enough to ease their burdens, he departed, closing the cave behind him. Though the treasure was vast, Ali Baba sought not to hoard it, but to preserve the blessing wisely. Yet word of fortune travels swiftly. Ali Baba's brother Casim, wealthy yet consumed by envy, soon demanded the secret. Unlike his brother, Casim's heart burned with greed. With haste, he rode to the cave, laden with sacks. Whispering the words, he entered and marveled at the endless treasure. When he sought to leave, his tongue faltered. He could not recall the words. Darkness fell, and fear seized him as he realized he was trapped. And the thieves returned, torches in hand. They found Casim trembling among their riches. The leader's eyes blazed with fury. To trespass upon their secret was death. The cave echoed with Casim's cries, then silence. The thieves left their grim warning within the shadows, and the secret of the cave grew bloodier still. When Casim failed to return, Ali Baba went in search of him. With heavy heart, he discovered his brother's fate. Though grief struck him deeply, he knew he must guard the secret carefully, for the thieves would soon suspect another had entered their domain. Beside him, his faithful servant Morgiana began to watch more closely, her sharp eyes quick to sense the shadows that gathered. Far away, in their desert camp, the thieves' leader seethed with rage. Treasure was missing, and one among the townsfolk had dared to defy them. They rode into the bustling streets of the city, searching for the intruder. Under cover of night, they marked Ali Baba's door with chalk, intending to return. Yet Morgiana, ever watchful, saw the sign. With clever hands, she marked many doors alike, confusing the thieves. When they returned, they could not tell which house was their target. The chief's fury burned hotter, for he knew his prey was cunningly protected. Soon, the thieves devised another plan. Disguised as merchants, they carried 40 great jars to Ali Baba's house. But only one jar contained oil. The rest concealed thieves, crouched in silence, awaiting the signal to strike. Ali Baba, unsuspecting, welcomed them. Yet Morgiana's sharp ears caught whispers rising from the jars. Realization struck her swiftly. Without a moment's hesitation, she boiled oil upon the fire and poured it into each jar. One by one, the hidden thieves met their end, their plot undone by her wisdom and courage. Only the chief remained, escaped by chance. Days later, disguised as a humble merchant, the chief returned. He was welcomed into Ali Baba's hall, where a feast was prepared, yet beneath his cloak lay a dagger, meant for betrayal. Morgiana, ever wary, watched him closely. She entered the hall with a lamp, feigning a dance to honor the guest, but at the perfect moment, she struck, not with hesitation, but with resolve. The dagger found its mark, and the chief fell lifeless. His reign of terror ended in an instant. With the thieves defeated, peace returned to Ali Baba's home. Grateful for her courage, Ali Baba granted Morgiana her freedom and welcomed her as family. The treasure within the secret cave remained sealed, a reminder of greed's heavy price. Ali Baba used his fortune with care, sharing with his kin and neighbors, so that none around him would hunger again. And so, the tale endures, that greed leads only to ruin, but wisdom, loyalty, and courage light the path to salvation.